Remember, we were always saying what a pain you are. You're the world's worst dog. Don't believe it. Don't believe it even for a minute. As you knew we couldn't find a better dog. You know what made you such a great dog is you loved us every day, no matter what. That's an amazing thing. You know how much we love you. Love you so much. More than anything. I don't know exactly where we go from here. But I want you to remember you're a great dog, Marley. You're a great dog.
He won't feel this, he'll just slip away. You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
And so that's like the opening. That's the best opening I could ever have of my videos ever. And at least at this moment, I could probably think of other ones, but we're gonna go with this one right now. This is so in this video we're gonna talk about grief, and every single person on this planet grieves in a different way. If anyone tells you otherwise, you're not grieving the right way. You're not crying enough. You're not doing the right thing. You're not throwing enough stuff. You're not just tell them to flick off. Just tell them to watch this video and share this video to the world, because in this next 26 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minute video, between this next 20 to 30 minutes, you're about to see the saddest movie scenes ever. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit why I'm showing these scenes. Next scene does get a little emotional. It does talk about the Holocaust. I don't really show you anything about the Holocaust. I just show you the two little boys, you know. But anyway, we tend to when someone tells us you're not grieving our way, this is how you grieve, we tend to listen to them and grieve that way. If you're crying or too sad for too long, I say maybe a couple months, I'd get some help before you get into too deep a depression and then commit suicide, because suicide's never the answer. Okay, I get my next video ready.
Mr. Van Houten, I'm a good person, but a shitty writer. You're a shitty person, but a good writer. I think we'd make a good team. I don't want to ask you for any favors, but if you have the time, and from what I saw you have plenty, please fix this for me. It's a eulogy for Hazel. She asked me to write one, and I'm trying. I could use a little flair. See, the thing is, we all want to be remembered. But Hazel's different. Hazel knows the truth. She didn't want a million admirers, she just wanted one. And she got it. Maybe she wasn't loved widely, but she was loved deeply. And isn't that more than most of us get? When Hazel was sick, I knew I was dying, but I didn't want to say so. She was in the ICU, and I snuck in for 10 minutes, and I sat with her before I got caught. Her eyes were closed, her skin pale, but her hands were still her hands. still warm, and her nails were painted this dark blue-black color, and I just held them. And I willed myself to imagine a world without us. And what a worthless world that would be. She's so beautiful. You don't get tired of looking at her. You never worry if she's smarter than you, because you know she is. She's funny without ever being mean. I love her. God, I love her. I'm so lucky to love her, Van Houten.
That was Fault of Our Stars. That's Aaron Rodgers' girlfriend, or fiance now. I think they're even married. But anyway, back to the topic. So we grieve. So the first video is about we grieve about our animals and our kids and stuff. A lot. In this video, we show. I'm talking about is that, you know, teenage and young adult romance. You know what I mean? You know, even the harsh breakups in the early adulthood and early teenagers get it never gets easier, but it gets harder and harder every single time. And you see there is that the person lost her boyfriend and to cancer, and she has cancer too. So you know, that's a sad moment. That's a sad moment in life. And I'm sorry, but we tend to you know we tend to cry and get emotional over these things. But it's okay to cry. It's okay not to cry. It's okay whatever you do to get through the hard times and the emotional times and whatever times happens in your life. It's okay to have these times, whatever it is, it is. But it gets harder and harder when when you're young and it happens to you. It's harder and harder.
I'd like to sing it for him tonight. And with your help, maybe I can. Thank you. Really. Thank you. Wish I could. I could have said goodbye. I would have said what I wanted to. Maybe even cried for you. If I knew it would be the last time, I would have broke my heart in two. Trying to save a part of you. Don't wanna feel another touch. No other name falling off my lips. Don't wanna give my heart away to another stranger, or let another day be. when we first met. I never thought that I would fall. I never thought that I'd find myself lying in your arms.
So suicide is a tragic thing when it happens, and we hate it. So everyone in the world, it's a hard thing to put on a family member or a loved one or whatever it is. If you are feeling this way, please get help. Please get help immediately. And there's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of friends, family. I'll help you through this. Don't do it. And in that movie, It Stars Born, they sing that song multiple times, and it kills the song every time. It gets boring after a while, but it's a great movie. They have two other versions, two classic versions of it, maybe three. I don't remember. But anyway, so if you're, like I said, if something happens in your life and you're feeling sad or down for a long time, it's time, and you're not doing anything, you're not going to work or anything, go and get help before you commit suicide, before that happened in that video, where Bradley Cooper committed suicide at the end of the movie. And it's hard to see it in film and on the news and everything, but it's not the answer. So get help.
Jesus said, "Let the children come to me. Do not hinder them. The kingdom of God belongs to such as they."
There's a sequel to this film.
He laid his hands on their heads before he left that place. Let us pray in silence.
Want to go tree climbing, Thomas J? His face hurts. And where is his glasses? He can't see without his glasses. Put his glasses on. Put on his glasses. He was going to be an acrobat.
He's gone, sweetheart. He's gone. Lena, wait! Lena! 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 I was just on my way to your house. You all right? I'm so sorry about Thomas J.
Okay, we don't have to talk about him.
Veda, we don't have to talk about him. It's okay. We won't talk about him, all right?
Justin didn't run to say that I should tell people what I feel.
Come here. Sit down over here.
Mr. Bixler, I love you.
Veda.
I love you like my dad loved Shelley. I want to live here.
I think your dad would miss you.
No, he wouldn't. I can't go home.
Hank, I'll be back in a second. I just can't seem to find my other earring.
Suzanne, this is She and I are going to be married this fall.
No.
I was going to bring her to class next week. I wanted to hear your poems. Oh, Veda. Please, honey. I cared for him, too. Veda,
Get away
please.
from
Veda!
So losing a best friend. Now this is another form of grief. Losing a best friend is very hard to do. Sometimes if you're close to your best friends, some people are closer to their friends than they are to their family. Some people don't even speak to their family, but speak to their friends. And maybe a lot of these videos are gonna get blocked in this video, but I don't really care. So I'll just fix the video and take out the movie scenes that get blocked, or do it all over again, because I'll know which scenes are okay if they tell me on YouTube which ones. But anyway, it's okay to lose a friend. It's okay to lose a family member. We all happen. Every person in their lifetime will lose a family member, friend, or someone that they're close to in their lifetime. Someone that they dearly in their lifetime. It's going to happen to all of us. So there's nothing you can do to get away from it. And even if we could, we wouldn't want that, because there's a time and a place where we have to be grown-ups. Even when we have to grow up even when we're 3 or 4 years old. We have to grow up because we start having things that we don't understand at that age, but we understand that something got lost, or we teach our kids a different way of doing it. Yes. But when your kids turn 10, 11, or 12, it's time when someone close to you, family, friends, or their friends pass away, it's time to teach them what really happens, and that they'll never come home or something, or do something in a way they'll understand. But if we don't teach them at a young age, when something happens that one of their friends do it or something, or gets hurt or something, they won't understand what's happening. They'll be even more sad and more scary to them. So don't let that happen. Teach them at an appropriate age that you think is right, but don't wait too long.
Do me a favor, will you? Just tell Grace that I'll always be with her, okay? Can you do that? Yeah. Okay, kid. Hey, Mr. Truman. Make sure Truman gets that! Get here. It's my turn now. Harry! Harry! You can't do this to me! It's my job! You go take care of my little girl now. That's your job. Always thought of you as a son. Always. I'd be damn proud to have you marry Grace. Harry! You take care of yourself. I love you. Harry, I love you! Don't Harry, wait a minute! I love my son! Don't do this, Harry! Don't do this, Harry!
So one of the final things that I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you one more scene, and it's going to be a really sad scene, but the grief of a parent. You know, in Armageddon, Bruce Willis sacrificed his life because he thought his daughter needed more. His daughter needed a boyfriend and a husband more than she needed him as a father. And at the end, Bruce Willis says goodbye to his daughter and says, you know, Ben Affleck, you know, her husband was the real hero in this. And you know what I mean? Sometimes in our family, friends, in our lifetime, we're gonna have to make sacrifices to do to another family member. Like if our kids, our friends, our family gets sick enough where they're on a coma where you have to pull that damn plug, you may not want to, but they're not gonna live, and you don't want them sacrificed. You know, you don't want them to be a vegetable. You don't want them to be a sacrificed person, because that's not who you are. But you want to be back. You want to make sure they can come back at least 20 or 30% life capacity before you. And if they can't promise that or that, I'm all for pulling the plug. And if you're in a car accident and they say, yeah, we can save your daughter, we can save your kid. But when you look at your daughter and your kid or your family or friend, and you can see that they're barely alive, and you know in your heart you want to save them, you want to keep them around, but you know in your mind that they will not survive, that they will not be the same, they will not live a peaceful and a good life. And because of that, you're not going to do it. You want to do it, and you're gonna try doing as much as you can, but you have to think about how suffering it is to that person. And sometimes you're going to have to make hard decisions. And like in Armageddon, he had to make the most toughest decision in his lifetime to say, I'm going to give her a life with her husband instead of a father. And that's a hard decision. And he made the right call.
So beautiful.
You okay?
It's gone. It's gone.
You mean?
I'm healed. It doesn't hurt anymore. I can't feel it. You were right. I'm telling you, I'm healed. I think I'm okay.
Lie down. I'll get the doctor.
You had to believe me. Just believe me. I'm okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get the doctor. Excuse me. Can I get a doctor for my wife?
Slow down. What's the issue?
Doctor first. Melissa's awake.
Someone help!
So the final thing I'm going to tell you is that what you saw there is that someone someone went to the ends to the ends of the earth, went to do whatever he could to stand by his wife, even though he knew she had cancer at the start. That's love, people. That is pure love. When we get married, or wherever you get married, most of it says, you do until sickness and health, poor and richer, you'll stay together. And most people agree. I know that's what I've heard in movies and everywhere else, and what I've seen in marriages before. But I don't know what all religions and everything, so I'm not gonna stand by that. But it's kind of the same thing. You're supposed to stand by your your wife until the very end. You're supposed to stand by your brothers, your sisters, your aunts and uncles, whoever you love dearly, whoever you're close to. You're supposed to stand close to, because that's what we do in life. We help each other out. Well, at least that's what we're supposed to do. And if you're a true friend to your friend, or a true friend to someone, you would hope they do it back to you. They hope that they would feed you or do whatever it takes to get you back on your feet, because that's what friendship is all about. That's what family's all about. And if we're not willing to see that, if we're not willing to grieve in our own little way, if we're not letting us grieve or taking it in our own little way and hoping for a better answer, hoping for a perfect answer, you not knowing what's really happening, not taking it in what's really happening at that moment, we're going to start going downhill with grieving, and we're going to start getting depressed, and at that point we're going to start thinking suicidal thoughts, and then we're going to end our lives. But that's not the answer. Not everyone does that, but if you're experiencing this, get help. And I'm saying this one more time, is that you can grieve with however you like. Do not have someone tell you how to grieve, because everyone grieves in their own little way, and it's okay to grieve. It's great. It's okay to cry, bawling in tears. It's okay to throw things. It's okay to do things. Just not wreck property, okay? Whatever you have to do to grieve through a loss of a loved one or an animal or whatever it is, it's okay. It's okay. That's what I'm saying. If anyone tells you any other way, says, well, you have to grieve this way, you have to cry to be sad. No. Okay? I have autism, and I have some other disorders. When my grandparents have passed, when my grandpa passed away, I cried more for my dad's side grandpa than I did for my mom's side. But I still love them the same. I'm not a person that's going to cry and bawling in tears at a funeral, or bawling tears in front of people. I'm more of a person that's going to bawl in tears alone. I'll hold it in or something. And just to let you know, the more you hold in something, the worse it's going to get, because the worse you're going to start feeling these things, and you won't let it out. Let it out, people. Let it out. Talk it through. If you don't want to talk it through your parents, if you don't want to talk it to your siblings, if you don't want to talk it to a therapist, talk it to a friend. Whoever it is, talk it to a stranger. Sometimes I say things to strangers than I would say to my family or my friends, because that's who we really are. So yeah, and here's the ending song of the video. Hey Siri, play Lego House by Ed Sheeran.
Lego House by Ed Sheeran now playing.
I'm gonna pick up the pieces and build a Lego house. If things go wrong, we can knock it down.
Hey Siri, play Car Crash by Snow Patrol.
I didn't find Car Crash by Snow Patrol on Apple Music.
Snow Patrol. Okay, thanks for watching. This is Ryan Kramer, movie reviews / TV show reviews. The weather was good today, and have a great day.